Hey everyone. Welcome to my channel B&B Glow. Impossible. The Bold and the Beautiful. Luna learns that Finn isn't Hayes' biological father. In a stunning turn of events that anyone anticipated, The Bold and the Beautiful has once again dropped a bombshell that has the potential to damage trust, destroy relationships, and permanently alter the lives of some of its most cherished characters. Steffy, Finn, and the entire Forrester clan will be completely shocked to learn that Luna, who has been gradually but surely immersing herself in the intricate web of family secrets, is not Hayes' biological father. We know that there are rarely real accidents in the realm of soap operas, but this startling discovery was made by pure accident rather than a planned investigation. Luna has long been viewed as a newcomer with no genuine connection to the darkest secrets of this aristocratic family, despite her increasingly complicated involvement with the Forresters. However, because of her closeness to Steffy, Finn, and Hayes, she has now discovered one of the most terrible secrets that has been kept hidden for far too long. The discovery moment. All of it started out innocently enough. While keeping an eye on Hayes, Luna assisted Steffy in organizing some old family medical documents and paperwork. She sensed something odd, something that didn't sit right, as she idly leafed through the papers. Hayes' blood type and genetic markers showed multiple discrepancies in his pediatric records. Luna initially wrote it off as a clerical error, but the more she looked into it, the more she realized that if Finn were Hayes' biological father, his DNA profile could not exist. Concerned, curious, and more apprehensive, Luna discreetly set up a private DNA test. She had a nagging suspicion that something was seriously amiss. Luna's life was completely upended when the results came in a few days later. It was clear from the testing that Finn was not Hayes' biological father. The truth's emotional weight. Luna was struck like a goods train by the severity of this knowledge. She realized right away how terrible it would be for Finn, Steffy, and the whole family. Hayes had been raised by Finn, who had always lavished him with affection. Hayes was more than just Steffy's child to Finn, he was his son, the youngster he loved without conditions, regardless of genetics. However, this reality now posed a danger to the lovely father-son relationship. It was overwhelming and terrifying for Luna to keep this secret. She struggled to decide whether it was ethical to tell Finn the truth or to save him from unimaginable heartache. However, she was also aware that the consequences would inevitably worsen the longer the information was kept hidden. The startling consequences. Numerous combustible issues are brought up by the revelation. If Finn isn't Hayes' biological father, then who is? And how long has this secret been kept a secret? The focus instantly shifts back to Steffy's convoluted love life. Long-term watchers will recall Steffy's brief, chaotic overlap with Liam around the time Hayes was conceived. Although Steffy finally decided to proceed with Finn, there was originally disagreement on Hayes' paternity. Everyone believed Finn was the father after a paternity test was performed back then. Luna's findings now imply that the initial test results were either tampered either accidentally or, more shockingly, intentionally. Was there a mistake in the lab? Or was someone, perhaps Sheila, in charge of tampering with the results to make sure Finn, not Liam, was identified as the father? It's possible that Sheila planned a cover-up because of her compulsive behaviors and her desire to do whatever it takes to maintain her position in Finn's life. Luna's internal conflict. Luna struggles with the overwhelming weight of the choice she must make as she comes to terms with this heartbreaking reality. Should she reveal the information right away, or should she keep it a secret to avoid causing Finn and Steffy further suffering? She gets more emotionally spent the more she argues. She is aware that everything will change drastically after the truth is revealed. Additionally, Luna is afraid that telling the truth may cause her to become estranged from the Logans and the Forresters, two families that have finally begun to embrace her. Nevertheless, Luna's moral compass warns her that lying can only lead to further harm. Secrets are never truly concealed in the world of the bold and the beautiful, after all. The repercussions, Steffy and Finn at risk. The consequences are quick and disastrous when Luna eventually finds the strength to tell Steffy and Finn the truth. When Finn discovers that the child he has reared and bonded with may not be his own, he is taken by surprise and is distraught. The pain is evident, and his whole identity as a father is thrown into doubt. Steffy is likewise astounded and finds it difficult to believe this is possible. She adamantly states that she would never have intentionally misled Finn and that she thought he was Hayes' father. However, as the evidence mounts, She is forced to consider the possibility that something went terribly wrong or that someone purposefully falsified the results for reasons she is still unaware of. This bombshell causes their once strong relationship to start to fall apart. Once solid, trust starts to crumble. In a way none of them could have predicted, the love that kept them together is put to the test. Liam was drawn into the conflict. Liam inevitably enters the discussion as rumors swirl about Hayes' father's genuine identity. Liam might be Hayes' biological father if the initial paternity test was tampered with or incorrect. This realization has the potential to dramatically change Liam's life. Finding out that Hayes is his son would immediately thrust him back into Steffy's sphere of influence, as he is already grappling with his complex feelings for Steffy and Hope. Everyone involved would be in disarray as the love triangle that has plagued Liam, Steffy, and Hope for years is rekindled. Hope would be saddened to see Liam re-enticed into Steffy's life, not just on an emotional level but also through a lasting link as Hayes' father. Hope has long attempted to move on with her life and her relationship with Thomas. Sheila's part in the enigma. Naturally, suspicion is directed at Sheila Carter due of the potential for falsified DNA tests. Sheila has repeatedly demonstrated that she will do whatever it takes to take advantage of circumstances. Sheila might have planned the switch to keep Finn linked to Steffy and Hayes so she could continue to see her son and grandchild if she had realized early on that Liam was the real father. As the Forresters once more band together to defend themselves against Sheila's manipulations, the discovery that she might have contributed to this deception would only serve to fan the flames and possibly rekindle long-standing grudges and alliances. A new conflict over control and custody. The drama might turn into court disputes over parental rights, custody, and family loyalty if the truth gets out. Liam might argue for shared custody if it is established that he is Hayes' father, which might further exacerbate the conflict between Steffy and Finn. The family will have to choose between defending the youngster and pursuing their own claims. Each member of the extended family, Eric, Ridge, Brooke, Taylor, and everyone else, will be drawn into the conflict and have different ideas about how to handle this delicate and heartbreaking issue. As tensions rise and the lines of battle are once again formed, the stakes will only increase. Luna's life was never the same. Luna may have to pay a heavy personal price for the discovery she made. Even if her actions were sincere and motivated by compassion, she runs the risk of upsetting the very individuals she has grown to regard as family. While some may view her as brave for revealing the truth, others will criticize her for revealing the secret. In any case, Luna might never again hold the same position in the Forrester family. She will be linked to one of the most explosive scandals in Bold and Beautiful history as a result of her role in this startling revelation, ensuring her place as a key character in the drama for years to come. What happens next? The consequences of Luna's finding are just getting started. The Bold and the Beautiful is once again demonstrating why it is still one of the most captivating and dramatic soap operas on television as tests are re-examined, allegations are made, and hearts are crushed. Every character will have to face their allegiances, their past transgressions, and the uncertain future that lies ahead as Finn's paternity problem takes center stage. There is little doubt that the world of The Bold and the Beautiful will never be the same following this incredible turn of events. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Hayes gave Luna 6 words that clarified everything for her. Even the tiniest moment can cause a profound change in the lives of the show's adored characters in the emotionally turbulent and constantly shifting series The Bold and the Beautiful. Anne Hayes has that moment this week. Young Hayes spoke to Luna in a sequence full of nuanced passion and painful clarity. With only 6 words, he finally revealed the reality that Luna had been striving to understand for so long. In addition to bringing Luna to a personal realization, these comments might have started a series of events that could have completely upended the program. Since she initially entered the world of Forrester Creations, Luna has been caught up in a web of secrets, betrayals, and personal struggles, as viewers are aware. Luna has frequently found herself juggling her developing goals, her romantic relationships, and the mystery surrounding her own paternity and position within the Forrester family. Her family links were more complex than anyone first realized. However, Hayes' quiet comments gave her a startling epiphany and revealed realities that many others preferred to keep hidden. The turning point that made all the difference. The actual scene was quite straightforward. While his family dealt with its typical flurry of drama, Luna had been spending time with Hayes, providing the kind of tender care and devotion the small child required. With the naive candor that only a child can provide, Hayes gazed up at Luna as she consoled him and said the words that would break Luna's heart. "You look like Mommy's sister." Just 6 words. However, those 6 words were quite powerful. Luna initially grinned, thinking it was a child's naive observation. But Luna's whole world shook as the words took hold. Luna had secretly wondered for months why she felt such a peculiar affinity with the Forresters, especially Steffy and even Hayes. Hayes' straightforward assessment helped Luna realize that the questions she had suppressed were legitimate, even though her mother, Poppy, had attempted to protect her from some realities. Hayes saw a likeness, but it was no accident. Luna didn't even realize she had been looking for that confirmation. The parentage mysteries of Luna. Longtime viewers are aware that Poppy, Luna's mother, has kept a lot of information regarding Luna's paternity a secret. In recent months, rumors about Luna's paternity have intensified, particularly in light of the possibility that she may be more closely associated with the Forresters than anybody has publicly acknowledged. While some have hypothesized that Luna's father might be Bill Spencer, others have put forward the even more startling hypothesis that Luna might be related to the Forrester family. That second argument appears to be supported by Hayes' innocuous remark. Given that Hayes' mother is Steffy Forrester and Luna looks like Mommy's sister, there is a significant hint that Luna is linked to the Forresters, maybe as Steffy's half-sister. That would imply that Luna's whole identity is based on facades and secrets that her mother has been keeping hidden for years. Luna's world is getting out of hand. Hayes' remarks cause a wave of emotions to wash over Luna. She must now confront the unsettling possibility that her whole existence may have been based on false information. She has innumerable questions racing through her head. Is Poppy being completely honest with her about her father? Could one of the Forresters be her father? Who, if? Is Eric there? Jack? Or Rich himself, in a long-hidden affair? Why has her mother taken such drastic measures to conceal this? Luna also experiences betrayal, hurt, and rage as she struggles with these options. Luna feels as though a link to a family that may have cherished her for years has been taken away from her, even though Poppy may have believed she was defending her daughter. Luna may have had a legitimate position among the Forresters, who have long been at the epicenter of riches, power, and familial loyalty. The disagreement with Poppy. Viewers may anticipate a very intense and emotional scene when Luna confronts Poppy. Poppy could have to divulge long-kept secrets she vowed never to expose after being pushed into a corner. Did she engage in a prohibited relationship? Did she shield Luna from a scandal that would have caused Forrester Creations to collapse? Or is there anything more sinister hidden beneath the surface? After this encounter, Luna and Poppy's relationship might never be the same. Luna, who has always relied on her mother for support and direction, must now confront the agonizing truth that Poppy has been dictating her life story. Luna can be driven into the Forresters' arms by the feeling of betrayal, or she might spiral out of control and start doubting who she is. The implications for the Forresters. Forrester Creations might be rocked by the disclosure of Luna's real ancestry. Everything changes for Luna and the entire family if she is in fact a blood Forrester. Suddenly, the Forresters must contend with an unexpected new successor, changing the dynamics of business, inheritance, and family power. Rich could have to face painful memories of his past. Steffy would have to embrace Luna as her own sister rather than as an outsider. Eric might become involved in the scandal, especially if long-kept family secrets come to light. Luna can be viewed by Thomas and other Forrester Creations employees as a rival for authority and influence within the organization in addition to being a relative. After years of fighting outsiders, the family may be about to experience one of its worst internal upheavals. The effect of the love triangle. Naturally, Luna's personal relationships, especially her romance with RJ, are also under jeopardy. Should Luna prove to be a Forrester, her relationship with RJ may encounter significant challenges. Depending on what blood ties are disclosed, they might need to consider whether their relationship is suitable. RJ might be divided between his affections for Luna and the complex morality of familial entanglements, which could result in heartbreak. The already complicated love triangles at Forrester Creations could become even more tense and dramatic if other suitors, like Zende, perceive an opportunity to enter Luna's life. The innocent catalyst, Hayes. Ironically, Hayes, the most innocent figure of them, is at the center of this massive revelation. He saw what many grown-ups would not admit in his innocent candor. His meaning was profound despite the simplicity of his words. Hayes' naive comment might end up being one of the most important turning points in The Bold and the Beautiful's history as the Forresters and Logans continue to uncover the truths that threaten to ruin them. What takes place next? There are countless ways that this plot could develop. Will Poppy tell the whole truth at last? Is Luna's father a notable figure in Forrester history? What reactions will Ridge, Steffy, and Eric have to this information? Could Luna gain influence at Forrester Creations as a result of this discovery? And how will the long-standing Logan versus Forrester rivalry be affected by this change? There's little doubt about it. Hayes' statements have set off a ticking time bomb that will blow up in ways no one could have predicted. After snatching baby Hayes, Luna demands that Steffy come alone. The twisting baby plot of Luna makes every mother's nightmare. Fans of soap operas, have a seat, because you will be shouting at your TV after what happens next on The Bold and the Beautiful. We all believed Luna Nozawa couldn't get much worse, but she's going to show us how wrong we were. Completely incorrect. The most innocent victim imaginable, baby Hayes Finnegan, is the target of the lady who already has blood on her hands. And the manner in which she is approaching it? It's so cunning and evil that it makes her past transgressions seem like nothing. The stalker on the beach, Luna's eerie watchdog. Imagine Luna watching Steffy Forrester play with her beloved son while skulking around the shoreline with a long-lens camera. We're talking full-on surveillance mode, not just a quick look. She is observing their every action, becoming familiar with their habits, and waiting for the ideal opportunity to present itself. Just looking at the picture will make your skin crawl. This is where it becomes even more twisted, though. Luna isn't satisfied with merely observing. Oh no. She's got a strategy, a terrifying, deliberate one that entails approaching Hayes. How? By seeming to be a kind guest with presents. Yes, this sociopath will use presents to gain the trust of an innocent baby before carrying out her plan to abduct them. The degree of forethought involved here is extremely chilling. A horrifying discovery made by a mother. Is it possible? Steffy is living her life and believing that her family is safe one minute, and then her kid is gone the next. Daytime television viewers will be devastated by Steffy's horrifying discovery, upon learning that Hayes had disappeared. This isn't just any plot twist, it's the realization of every parent's greatest nightmare. The phone call then follows. You're aware of it. The call that makes all the difference. Luna, in all her twisted grandeur, will reach out to Steffy with demands that will make your blood run cold. Come by yourself. Don't tell Finn. If you ever want to see your son again, come find me here in the woods. When it comes to a baby, the ultimatum is classic kidnapper territory. When is it Steffy's child? Never before have the stakes been so high. Remy's inadvertent contribution to the horror. Remy Price, poor guy. The man has no idea what he's going to get caught up in. Rumor has it that Luna may actually enlist him to babysit Hayes while she confronts Steffy at whatever remote spot she has selected. What would it be like to have to monitor an abducted child? What a terrible time to be in the wrong location. But hold on, things get worse. What if Sheila Sharp learns about the missing Hayes case and believes Remy may know something? Let's just say that Remy has to start praying. When it comes to her grandson, Sheila's abilities are well known. The techniques of questioning she could use to extract information from Remy are too horrifying to consider. Meanwhile, in the land of romance dramas, as if Steffy already had enough to worry about, Nick Marone suddenly returns to town just as her father, Ridge Forrester, is about to have his own crisis. And Nick's first move, of course? Give Brooke Logan a broad kiss. It seems like nobody in Los Angeles has ever heard of bad timing. When Ridge witnesses his former enemy making advances on Brooke, his jealousy will blow up. The confrontation between these two alpha guys has been building for years. But really? Ladies, read the room. A baby kidnapping is taking place. Will Steffy fall into Luna's trap? That is the ultimate question. What's keeping me up at night is this. What is Steffy's actual option? What mother wouldn't take the chance when a kidnapper threatens to kill you unless you come alone? But this is a trap, as we all know. Luna has no plans for a straightforward conversation. Steffy is the object of her desire. It may be retaliation or worse. The biggest red flag of all is when Luna expressly tells Steffy not to inform Finn. She is aware that Finn would do anything to save his son. Luna is making sure she has total control of the issue by isolating Steffy. It's demonic. It is terrible. Furthermore, it's just the kind of intense drama that keeps us riveted to our televisions. Will her tormentor be outwitted by Steffy? Can Remy change his mind and come to the rescue? In this tangled story, can Sheila truly emerge as the unusual hero? Will someone kindly take note that Luna has been using binoculars to spy on a baby, for heaven's sake? There is no doubt that the upcoming 2 weeks of The Bold and the Beautiful will be an emotional rollercoaster for which none of us are ready. It's the kind of unmissable drama that makes us remember why we fell in love with soap operas in the first place. Luna's spiral into total villainy, Steffy's valiant attempt to preserve her kid, and the impending mayhem that will envelop everyone in their orbit.